Good morning, students. Welcome to our computer class. This is your last class before your pre-half yearly unit test, right? So in today's class, we will not learn any new things. Only we will discuss about our pre-half yearly unit test, the question pattern, how we will prepare yourself for your unit test, what to read from inside the chapter, and what type of question will come. So let's start. In our unit test portion, we have two chapters, chapter 1 and chapter 2. Chapter 1 covers evolution of computers. So what to read for this chapter? These are not very important. We will start from abacus. It was the first calculating device to be used and it was developed by Chinese people. The word abacus is taken from the Greek word abas, which means a flat surface. Then Napier's bone. It was invented by John Napier in 1670. It was a manual calculating device. This device consists of rods made up of bones, ivory and metals, mainly used for multiplication and division. Then Pascaline was the first mechanical calculator. It is very important. It was developed by Blaise Pascal in 1642. This was used to do addition and subtraction. Then difference engine. The difference engine was designed by Charles Babbage in 1822. It was used for mathematical calculation automatically. Between 1847 and 1849, Babbage completed the design of another difference engine, that was the second difference engine. Then analytical engine, it was designed again by Charles Babbage in 1837. It was considered as the world's first general purpose computer. So the name of world's first general purpose computer is analytical engine. The four components were there: mill, store, reader and printer. Mill was the processor, store to store the data, reader was input part and printer was output unit. Then tabulating machine. It was an electromechanical machine invented by Herman Holliday. It was developed to process data for 1890 United States Census. Here people used punch card for input and storing data. This is a paper card containing several punch holes to represent data. This card stores information that can be accessed by inserting the card into the computer. Then ENIAC, the full form is very important: Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. It was the first electronic computer developed by J. Prosper Eckert and John Mauchly in 1946. Then UNIVAC, Universal Automatic Computer. It was the second commercially available computer after BINAC. So after ENIAC, BINAC was developed, then UNIVAC. And full form of BINAC is Binary Automatic Computer. So this UNIVAC, BINAC, ENIAC, all these computers were developed by J. Prosper Eckert and John Mauchly. Then check your progress is very important. Then generation of computer. We have 5 generation of computer. The first generation, in first generation vacuum tube were used for calculation. Example you have to read. Then second generation, transistors were used for processing. These are examples. Third generation, integrated circuit IC were used in computer for processing. Here also example you will read. Then fourth generation, microprocessor. Today's computer all are in fourth generation, means our computers are fourth generation computer. Here we use microprocessor, which is very large scale integration. Then example. Then fifth generation computer. Still it has not come. We are waiting for fifth generation computer. Ultra large scale integration will be used in the microprocessor for processing. This generation computer will be based on artificial intelligence. This is the technology through which the computer will get the thinking power and will take decision like human. Some applications and devices where artificial intelligence has been used nowadays, that is Siri, Google Now, Cortana, Call of Duty, self-driving car. But in computer till now we have not used artificial intelligence. We are trying to include artificial intelligence in our computer, and that will be the fifth generation computer which has not come yet. Then characteristics of computer. These all characteristics are very important. You have to go through each of these characteristics: speed, accuracy, diligence, versatility, high storage and multitasking. What are these? What are the measuring unit to measure the speed of a computer? Which unit we will use to measure the storage capacity of computer? Here all are written, so you must read all these characteristics. Then limitation of computer is not very important, but still for your knowledge you need to read this. Check your progress you must do. And after that, these keywords are very important for short question. And let us recall also, which gives the summary of this chapter. Then the exercise, obviously you will do. exercise question answer I have provided that you must read. Then chapter 2, type of software. So what is software, you will read from here. Then type of software, two type of softwares are there, system software and application software. What is system software, what is application software, you must read from this. Then application software, how it works in computer. System software will act as an interface layer between application software and hardware. Hardware cannot work alone, it needs the help of system software which makes the hardware to run. And application software works under system software to give the instruction to the hardware through system software. And we user always work in application software. So this chapter is very important, system software. Each line you have to read from here. The type of system software, operating system, device driver, language translator and utility software. Among them, operating system is most useful system software without which our computer cannot work. Now operating system, what is that? An operating system is most important system software. You cannot work on a computer without an operating system. The operating system is an interface between the user and the computer. When computer is switched on, operating system is the first software to be loaded into the memory. So these are example of operating system: iOS from Apple, Windows from Microsoft, Linux, Android. Among them, Android is mobile software. Windows, they have their mobile version as well as computer version. Linux, that is computer operating system. iOS, computer operating system. These are the functions, all are very important. And in notes also I have given few important functions of operating system. Then device driver. This is a software which is used to recognize a device and it makes the device to work in computer. So for different device we need to use different device drivers. Device drivers are used for external devices like external hard disk drive, speaker, printer, scanner, mouse, keyboard, CD, DVD drives, etc. Then language translator, another important system software. It plays an important role in computer. It converts the high-level programming language or assembly language to machine language so that machine can understand the instruction. The machine language means the language which is made up of 0 and 1. So this language is also called binary language, and this 0 and 1, these two digits are called binary digits or bits. Three type of language translators are there: assembler, interpreter and compiler. Assembler is used for assembly language. It converts the assembly language to machine language, and interpreter and compiler, they convert the high level language to machine language. Then check your progress is again important. Utility software. Utility software is designed to perform some specific task related to the operation on a computer. So this is to ensure the smooth functioning or running of a computer. Different type of utility softwares are there. One of them is backup and restore. So backup is used to make backup of your full system or few files or folders or a drive, and that can be restored in emergency. This you will read. Steps are not important. Steps you don't go through. Then disk defragmenter is another very important utility software which is used to defragment our drives to make our computer faster. So disk defragmenter is used to bring the fragmented data in one place. That is called defragmentation. No need to read this. Did you know? It's not important. The steps also no need to learn. Then antivirus. What is antivirus? Only you will learn that things. Don't go through the steps. Then application software. Different type of application softwares are there. The application software is used for performing a specific task in our computer. Like one application software is used for drawing, one application software is used for calculation, one application software is used for writing text. So application softwares are broadly categorized in two categories. One is general purpose software, another one is customized software. So these are general purpose software, means the software which is used by general people. Word processing software, drawing software, spreadsheet software, presentation software, many others are also there. And customized software, it is specially designed for a particular person or a type of person. Examples are given, and here also you have to read all the examples of general purpose application software. Then keywords are very important. Let us recall for revision and then exercise. Okay. So this way you have to read these two chapters to prepare yourself for unit test. And in unit test you will get four type of questions. Multiple choice question, fill in the blanks question where you have to write answer by typing text. Then true false question which you will select. And at last you may get one question where you have to write text in 1 or 2 lines. Means 2 or 3 marks question. Okay. So two places will be there in the question where you have to type. One is fill in the blanks where you have to type the answer. and the last question where you have to type the answer in 1 or 2 lines. Clear? So we have finished today's session. Best of luck for your unit test. See you again after your unit test. Bye. Have a nice day.